Hey everybody, today we're going to show you how to complete the quest, A Call from the Depths here in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So to start this side adventure, you want to head to the northern side of the Great Plateau. You guys will see our exact location is just west of the Forest of Time, and it's right in front of this water on your map. When you get here, you're going to have a lot of rocks that are blocking the entrance. We want to use a weapon that can destroy rocks, and we're going to break it. And once you do, it's going to trigger a cutscene where all the water empties out. And we're now going to be able to go inside. One little neat thing here is you're going to have some fish on the ground that you can collect. So if you want to pick those up, go ahead and do that. And we're going to interact with the first rock that we see when we enter. When you interact with that rock, it's going to basically just tell you that you need to go up to the Temple of Time ruins. So we're going to speed up the video here and work our way up the main path. So it's super easy to find. You can't really get lost. Just work your way up to the temple. You'll encounter a couple enemies along the way. You don't need to fight them. You can if you want. But once you work your way up to the temple, there's going to be an angel in the back, and we want to go interact with it. And once you do, it's going to start a side quest. So essentially, we're going to have 4 locations that we need to go into the depths. You guys will see them pop up on the screen here. We're going to start with the one on the far western side. So starting from the far western point, once you get up to the chasm, you're going to notice that we have some ice. We'll have 2 on one side and 1 on the other. We want to go for the one that's secluded, and we want to melt this thing. So I'm going to hit it with some fire fruit. And once you melt it, you guys will notice that we have one of our eyes inside. All we're going to do is pick up that eye and drop it in the chasm, and we're going to follow it down. So I decided to just jump off while holding it. You can just toss it in there. It's going to go to the same place anyways, and then just follow it all the way to the bottom. I would recommend hitting all the light roots down here before going after this because it will be very dark. But we're going to pick up this eye and bring this over here and put it on the elevator. And then we can just smack the fans, and this is going to take us up to the next level. We can grab the eye and we're going to take it up one more set of stairs here, and we're going to put it on a minecart. Now, fortunately, this minecart's already going to be put together for you. So you can just drop this eye inside, and then we'll move the minecart over to the tracks. And once you do, we can hop inside and go for a little joyride. This is a pretty fun ride, and you want to go all the way to the end. You'll go by a couple places, canyon here. We'll just go all the way up to the top. And once you get here, I would recommend taking the entire minecart. For some reason, I decided to take the eye out. You can reuse the minecart, and we're just going to, you can put it right on this track up here. Again, I decided to make another one for some reason. And it's easier if you just use the same minecart you already had, because there are going to be some enemies up here. And if you reuse the same one, it'll obviously be quicker. But nonetheless, we're getting back onto this track, and we're just going to follow this one all the way to the end. So ride this all the way up to the top. And once we get to the top, we're going to take this thing up another elevator. So you can see literally right here beside us is another elevator. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the eye out of the minecart. And we'll bring it right over here to this elevator, drop it on top, and hit the fans. And this is going to take us up to where we actually need to place the eye. So once we get up here to the top, we can grab the eye, be quick about it if your battery's about to die, and then bring it right over here to this wall. And we can place our first eye in the wall, and now we just need to go get the other 3. Now for our next eye, we're going to head to the southern point. When you get down here, you'll have a giant rock next to the chasm. All you have to do is lift the rock up, and the eye will be underneath. We can drop that into the chasm and chase it down to the bottom. Once we get to the bottom here, we'll pick up the eye, and we're just going to work our way up these stairs where we're going to be able to build an airplane. Now you can do this in any way that you want. I decided to put 3 fans as well as a steering device on it, and you just want to put the eye somewhere on there. And we're going to take off and work our way to the right. You guys can see the lights over there. We want to go to the lower section, so we don't want to land where the lights are. And another thing I would recommend doing is using an extra charge so that your fans don't die out on you on the way there. But see, we're going to go to the lower section here, not land on the top. And you'll have a little hole in the wall that we can kind of just crash into. And from here, you can just take the eye off your little airplane, take it all the way down the stairs, and we can place it in the holder for our second eye. For our next eye, we're going to head to the eastern point. And once you get over here, you'll notice that by the entrance, we have a lot of rocks that are blocking the way. If we jump down here and destroy these rocks, our eye is going to be located inside. So we'll get out a hammer. We can destroy these rocks, and in the middle is going to be your third eye location. We'll go ahead and grab that, drop it down the chasm, and follow it down. And when you get to the bottom, we're just going to pick it up and look to the left right here, and we're going to have some construction materials. We'll put the eye in the minecart. We can then put a fan on the back of the minecart, and we'll put it up on the rails and take it for a ride. And all we need to do is ride this to the end. You do want to be a little careful. There's a spot here where you completely fall off and land onto a different little track. Just be careful when doing that, but we'll just take the eye off the cart, walk up the stairs, and then right over here we could take a right and we'll be back in the room where we can place the eye, and that will be your third one. Now we just got to go get one more. Now to get our fourth and final eye, we're going to head over to the North Chasm, and once we get up here, you guys will notice a small pond next to the entrance. Our eye is going to be hidden in the middle of the pond, so if you use Ultra Hand, you can see it over there. We'll go ahead and pick that up, drop it in the chasm, and for the last time, dive down after it. And once we get down here, we're going to be able to make a vehicle. I highly recommend making a car. It's way easier, and you'll get there way quicker. So just put 4 wheels on it, little steering device, and you should be good to go. We'll throw the eye on the back here, and we're just going to pick up these poes before we leave, and we'll go ahead and head out. So we'll go around the corner, and once we go all the way around, you guys will see the temple directly in front of us. We're just going to continue on this path, and you'll see there's the temple directly in front of us, and we're going to go to the other side. It's way easier to get in from the back side. So we'll head through the Grove of Spirits and work our way down the hill, and we're going to come across a bridge. Again, I highly recommend getting the light roots before you actually go do this, or it's going to be very difficult to see. You can also use a lot of bright bloom seeds if it is too dark, but we'll cross the bridge here, and when we get to the end, we can take a left around this little mountain, and you guys will see the stairs to get up into the temple. So we can just drive the car up as close as we can get, and I accidentally drove over the ledge here, but once you get up, we can go ahead and take the eye off our vehicle, and all we're going to do is walk up this set of stairs, and the entrance will be right here in front of us. So we can take the eye back down and put our fourth and final eye into the wall here. And once you have all 4 eyes in the wall, you'll get a little bit of dialogue, and then you'll be able to choose between a heart or another stamina vessel, and you will have completed a call from the depths. But this is how to complete the quest. If you guys have any other questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.